1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Turner goes in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with a pass. Is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The former first-rounder, Felix Anudike Uzomah. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from the season ago, Jack Fox to punt. And that's a thing of beauty, out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. far out in front. It is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Raymond going to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Their own 36-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight ends. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
180!
Once again, it's Gibbs. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Value 3! Value 3! 76, tell him. 70, like 20!
Goff to throw. Out to his right. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Hold on.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the sideline, that is caught, but he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space, coming out of the backfield, but instead it's incomplete and 3rd down. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Moving to his left. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, staying right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set down. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
180. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that one incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Chiefs 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
2nd and 8.
15. Color.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got the quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Isaiah Pacheco. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact, balance, and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. DJ Turner now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Goff. On target to Laporta. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That one into the hands of Turner. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions called their first timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Williams in motion. To throw is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner.
And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 13-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, AC. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Hey, 76! 76!
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They gained 18 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
That's good.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And
First down.
I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
To gain 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Black 20!
They hand it to Gibbs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Here now, third and 5.
It's third down and 5.
Hold on. Check. 12.
Goff to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Goff. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 7. First down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
Value 1.
Montgomery trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Bates, good. with the extra point. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. 180.
Here's Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's swung out to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he is going to have a Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long.
Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. He's gonna let this one go for Worthy. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second TD catch of the season.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This is Turner. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
We're good.
Throwing here is Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for our Lions. 1st down.
What's up?
Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
9 yards to go.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win this game here in overtime.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
This kick is good. He got it. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at